Hello, dear viewer. 'Tis Uncle John here again, surfing the seas of beer so you guys don't have to, and all that kind of jazz. We are back in Poland doing some Polish beers, and weirdly, the brewery doesn't appear in this magazine. However, there are lots, and this was a really good article, by the way, lots of hops of Poland. And it goes through the different type of hops. This is a double-paged bad boy, really interesting actually. Chinook, we know about Chinook, Magnum, yeah, Cascade Poland, PL is Poland obviously, and lots of other ones, which is a really good link into this particular beer, which is this one, which actually is, according to Beer 52, their choice as beer of the box. So I'm, well, assuming, there we go, it's going to focus on there. So this is I don't know how you say that, Brokreacja, something like that. That's the brewery. It's a Homelike Polish IPA, which is cool. I'm liking that. We have got barley, oats, and wheat, and some oat flakes in there. And the bitterness is medium, it says. Sweetness is low, colour is low. But more that I like is 6% ABV, which is very nice. And it's a lovely, lovely kind of, like a watercolour kind of picture, which is really cool. I like that. Anyway, there is some information on here. Oh, what's that say? There's some other stuff here as well. Brewer, which is brewery. Brodka, blah, blah, blah. That's the address. Brewed in Poland, etc., etc. So it says, Homelike is a classic approach to a hazy IPA with a Polish twist. Malty and creamy, with lots of Polish hop varieties, which are Vermrello, Amarura Preta, a more classical Otkawia and Lunga. So we've got citrusy tropical with piney, floral, green, all that kind of nonsense. Absolutely epic. So this is cool. And it's got a black top, which I love to see. Oh, but a silver bottom. You know how I love my silver bottoms. But I think a black bottom would be better. Call me weird, but I think I prefer a black bottom. I like a black top as well. Right. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's get this into a glass. See what we get from this bad boy. Hazy IPA. Oh, and it dumps some stuff in there. I don't usually like a bit of the bittage in there, but we shall see what we get. Looks like it's hoppage, actually, from what I can see. Can you see any more, dear viewer? At the bottom. Things, some floaty things. I'm hoping it's yeast, but yeah, especially with these type of beers, the danger is that it's going to be hops. I don't like a mouthful of hops. Look at that. So under a finger's head, that's about half a finger's head there. A lovely fluffy white head though, lovely colour. And that kind of just sort of dark yellow, orangey kind of orange juicy colour is usually a good sign for an IPA. Right, let's see if we get that there, and then that sort of over there a bit, and then a cheesy grin, and that will be the thumbnail for this video. Oh, lovely. I know, yeah. I was going to say, I know what they mean by creaminess because that's coming through on the nose. I'm also getting sort of piney, resinous kind of stuff. I'm also getting like a kind of melony sort of thing. Yeah, like a honeydew melon type thing, which is going to be crazy. But how many different hops did I say? 4 different types of hops in there, none of which I've got any idea what they are. I've not heard of them before. I might have tried them before. I'm not saying that, but I don't know them by those names. A rose by any other name should smell so sweet. Cheers and beers, guys. If you like the content, please click like, please subscribe, do all that kind of nonsense that YouTube likes. It does help out the channel. Chum on. Right, cheers and beers, guys. Let's see what we get from this bad boy. Oh, wow. Real good amount of resiny kind of hop stuff up front. Right on the initial taste, I was getting the cream as well, but then instantly that piney resinous stuff took over, the greenery. So that's forefront. Then it descends into a kind of, there's a little bit of kind of juiciness there, enough to wash your palate, but then you get hit by the oats and wheat, the combination which also makes things cloudy as a mofo. But I always find that it gives a creaminess to the beer, which is nice. This is definitely in the modern style. Trying to see if there's any more floaty bits. I think they've kind of settled to. Oh no, there's one. I was going to say, I think they've settled out a bit. The trouble with having a carbonated drink is it churns things up. Oh dear. So, yeah, if you've got hop debris, I'm not so worried about the yeast because the yeast kind of breaks up into suspension. That's fine, I can handle that. Hop debris, if it churns up into the beer and then you drink it, it makes it incredibly sour and bitter. I don't like that, and it's not. I mean, it is. You do need to do certain things to kind of get rid of that, but they're not impossible to do, especially for a commercial brewery. Some people say, "Oh, well, it's natural. It's the way they used to make the beer." I don't know. Back in the day, having a clear beer was the man. I don't like, even in the old gnarly pubs, I didn't used to like bits of hops floating in my beer. Or the eggshells. Sometimes people put eggshells in your beer, and sometimes that used to come through. And yes, it did not taste very nice. Let's go in for some more. Oh, that punchy thing up front. Oh, it's more West Coast style than East Coast, and then it descends into a creaminess, which is, yeah, really interesting. And obviously they're playing up the traditional status of the beer. Um, it has got a really, there we go. How do you say that? Brokreacja, Rika, creature. I don't know. Anyone Polish, please let me know how you say your brewery's name. Probably doing you a dissatisfaction. Lovely lines there on the head. Definitely, yeah, sort of. It's quite thick, isn't it? So, oh look, there's a sort of unicorn sort of thing. Unicorn swimming in the sea of beer. Beer watch is good. Head watch, I mean, is good. Foam watch. I should really decide on what I'm calling this thing, shouldn't I? Foam watch. It's like winter watch or spring watch, but for beer. Can still see some floaters in there. Annoying. So instantly, this is not my beer of the box. It's a bit too hoppy, if that makes any sense. The hops merge together quite well, but because there's so much resinous stuff going on really up front, it's hard to taste anything after your first taste. The smell is really nice. The aroma is good. I'm liking that much better than the actual mouthfeel, which is yeah, it's like slapping you with a wet fish, like literally up front, boom, and you're like, oh, it's like a shock to the system. And then it goes creamy, creamy, creamy. And after that, I was going to say there's a little bit of aftertaste and sort of finish, but not really. It's all up front. This is very front end loaded, just like me. Let's dive in and finish this bad boy off. It is only Monday after all. Silky smooth. That is very, very nice. I'm liking the head. There's a lot to like about this beer. Don't get me wrong, this is a wrong un. Purely, I'm thinking I just don't like floaty bits in my beer. Kind of puts me off. But the taste is there. Really nice tasting beer. Um, so there we go. Beer of the box, I'm not sure. I'm not so far, I don't think. But you never know. We've only tasted two. Um, Polish Hazy IPA, Homelike, at 6% on the ABV by these guys, Brokreacia. Brewcreature, is that right? It's not going to focus. There we go. Brokreacia. Brokreacia. Ah! Nonsense. It's been Uncle Jonah. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's early in the week, but you know, always room for a beer. You guys take care. Take care of each other. All that kind of jazz. And remember to come back because Uncle Jonah will return with another beer review real soon.